Senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas. Pastor Haynes, good morning, man. How you feeling?
My main man, Rickey Smiley. I'm doing great. How you doing this blessed morning?
Man, blessed and highly favored. Just blessed to be alive, Pastor Haynes. Real talk.
Yes, sir. I know you're right, man.
Yeah, I know you got a good word this morning.
Hey, Rick, well, speaking of, I'll just jump on that because sometimes we are ready to give up on life because of disappointment, difficulties, obstacles, just going through life. Life starts happening, and before you know it, we are ready to give up. But the word of the day is you are still alive, which means you should not give up because God has not given up on you. God has not given up on you. Why? Exhibit A, you're still here. You woke up this morning breathing, alive, in your right mind. All of that has everything to do with the fact that God is not done with you yet. God still has possibilities that God wants to birth in you and through you. So don't you give up because God hasn't given up on you. But then number two, don't you give up because God has not given up on you, because God, watch this, is saying whenever someone tries to put a period on your life, God puts a comma. No, I won't put it like that. I guess I'll give it to you like this. When some people try to write you off, guess what? My God is still writing. That's what I'm trying to say. So whatever else you do, don't you give up on you because God has not given up on you. And when other people write you off, remember, God is still writing new sentences. God is writing new chapters. God is writing new books. Your best days are not behind you. They're in front of you. Be not deceived. God is still on the throne, and the best is yet to come.
There it is. I appreciate you, Pastor. Hey, love you, man.
Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Hey, have a good one, man. Let's get into some music right here. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 12 minutes after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. This segment is being brought to you by Capital One. That's right, Capital One Shopping. That's right, searches and applies. Available coupon codes. What's in your wallet? Savings and available coupons vary. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, here with a quick look at your front page news. Preliminary data out yesterday from a federal clinical trial found that people who got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, the COVID vaccine, might be better off getting the Pfizer or the Moderna booster instead of another Johnson & Johnson shot. Now, this does come as the FDA is set to vote tomorrow on whether to allow a second booster dose of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Meanwhile, the cost of goods and services across the U.S. are ramping up, and that is partly due to supply chain issues, and this is expanded or expected to affect your holiday purchases. Now, container ships are backed up at the ports and are waiting being docked. Yesterday, President Biden announced a deal to expand operations at the Port of Los Angeles, which is the one of the U.S. main ports here, to a 24/7 operation to help move the backlog. And last but not least, because of the rise in inflation, Social Security recipients will get a 5.9% increase in their benefits next year. Now, this boost will be the biggest cost of living increase in 39 years. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, go ahead and log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, the sports genius. What's going down in sports?
Man, the WNBA playoffs, the finals got lit last night. Overtime victory for the Phoenix Mercury. They beat Chicago Sky. That series tied up one game apiece. Brittany Griner had 29 points, including a dunk. Diana Taurasi had 20 points, man. Hope you guys are supporting the WNBA out there, man. Thursday Night Football tonight, Tampa Bay versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Tom Brady versus Jalen Hurts, man. Got love for you, Jalen, but the GOAT is on the field. So Tampa Bay will win that game. Got the Rock T NFL Picks of the Week coming up later on in the show. Kyrie Irving is finally speaking out, saying that his decision to remain unvaccinated is about being true to what feels good to him. Let you hear him speak.
Nobody's going to take the power away from me that I have for speaking on these things, and don't believe that I'm retiring. Don't believe that, I'm going to give up this game for a vaccine mandate or staying unvaccinated. Don't believe any of that.
Yeah, he went on to say, man, for some odd reason, many people like to have his name mixed up with a bunch of BS. And before you hear the whole entire story, he had to come out and start speaking about it. So
it's just going to be some places that you're just not going to be able to work if you're not vaccinated. It's just plain and simple, and it ain't about keeping you safe. It's about keeping the people around you safe. You can be COVID and be asymptomatic and pass it on. It's like it's Dr. Collier could probably give a better reply to that, but good luck to him.
There it is, man.
Start an unvaccinated league. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, we'll be here all morning, man. So,
Yo.
Gary, what's up, man?
All right, y'all. Wendy Williams, a lot of people saying she's doing great things amid her health issues. Now, it's being reported out that Wendy Williams recently bought herself a new apartment in New York City as her ongoing health struggles continue. Now, the talk show host honey purchased a $4.5 million high-rise unit a couple of months ago. They're saying, according to Us Weekly, they're saying that the 2,400 square foot apartment includes 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and an open-plan kitchen with walnut cabinets, granite countertops, and a wine refrigerator. Now, it's located out in the New York City's financial district. They're saying, y'all, that the duplex apartment is in a luxury building that has a fitness center and spa, which includes a lap pool, sauna, steam room, and a hot tub, y'all. Now, y'all know it's reported that Wendy was supposed to come back on her show back in September. And they said, they pushed it back because of her the COVID-19 diagnosis. Then they're saying, y'all, that it was supposed to come back recently, but now they're saying it's going to be coming back on Monday, y'all. They're saying the show will be back on Monday, but Wendy will not be hosting. So they're going to be having guest hosts for the show. And, everybody said that they can't wait until Wendy returns to her live hosting duties. So we're going to follow this and see how everything goes well with Miss Williams. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Indigo Child. On the high end, you say Indigo Child, and on the low end, you just say Beautiful Blue. That's your color for today. Brett, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, I got some news about Ray J, and I'm going to tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BRAT.
All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show, 29 after the hour. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Ray J has been released from the hospital. The singer, reality star, and entrepreneur is continuing to recover from pneumonia at home. Sources close to the situation say that Ray J was released from the hospital, and he's also stopped using an inhaler and isn't on oxygen anymore. Sources also say that Ray J thinks his busy schedule and constant travel were to blame for his illness, and now he's realized that he really needs to take care of his health. They said at one point Ray J thought he was going to die, but he's thankful that he made it. So good. Thank God for that Ray J is okay, because we would definitely not want to see nothing happen to him. All right, y'all, moving on. When Meg Thee Stallion's mom passed in 2019, and then her grandmother shortly after, she says therapy is what helped her through it. Amen. And in an interview with People.com, she said, I've lost both of my parents. Now I'm like, oh my gosh, who do I talk to? What do I do? And that's when she got help. She says one way she learned to deal with her mom's death was to pray. And when she has situations that come up that she doesn't know how to handle, she thinks about what her mom would do. She wants people to know that it is okay to ask for help, and if you or someone needs help or mental health help, text STRENGTH, STRENGTH, to 741-741 to be connected to a certified crisis counselor.
I'm just glad that we're breaking the generational curse of not getting the help that we need and having conversations about our mental health.
Yeah, and that's why I love when we do Yanetta Spring, too, because she helps a lot with all of that. All right, y'all, Killer Mike and Sukihana took to social media to defend Meek Mill's Expensive Pain album artwork. Now, Meek has been trending for days, receiving criticism for the artwork, which features naked black women. Well, Killer Mike retweeted that the artwork, along with the question he posed by Dr. Boyce Watkins, should they have this on the side of a city bus that can be seen by children? Mike added, it's art, absolutely. We as a society see naked humans in art museums. We should be cultured enough as adults and parents to have a convo about nudity and art with our children. I say this as a parent, rapper, and High Museum of Art board member. Love and respect, Doc. That's That's what Killer Mike said to Dr. Boyce Watkins. I love Killer Mike because he don't mind saying how he feel and expressing his opinion.
Right.
He's prolific when he speaks. Oh, I got time for one more. Let me let y'all know this. Reports say that transgender employees at Netflix are planning to walk out next week in protest of Lord Dave Chappelle's The Closer special. Oh, here we go. So according to the Hollywood Reporter, the walkout will take place on October 20th. The trans staff members reportedly circulated a memo detailing their plans to protest. The message read, "Trans lives matter, trans rights matter." And as an organization, Netflix has continually failed to show deep care in our mission to entertain the world by repeatedly releasing content that harms the trans community and continually failing to create content that represents and uplifts trans content. We can and must do better. Any comments on this, y'all?
Yeah. Did they even watch the special? Because I watched it and he went out of his way out of his way to explain what he was talking about.
I thought he did too.
And
I watched it again yesterday just to see if I missed something.
Yeah,
I did.
About the transgender woman that was the opening act, and and what he did for her.
Right.
And when you have a transgender comedian like Monroe Flame speaking out on Dave Chappelle's defense, you know, that says a lot,
Yes. Because she's been around for a long time.
Right.
My goodness, people just...
But see, Dave Chappelle give it to everybody. He give it to black folks. He give it to white folks. He give it to everybody. So why you get mad when you get it? That's what the majority of the people that support Dave Chappelle can't understand.
And I think for maybe people that don't know much about the transgender community, that Dave Chappelle, his fans, he let some of his fans know what he was going through. It's just like he's telling his story about what he went through and making it a little bit funny. I watched it again and again, and
questions.
I didn't.
And he was just asking questions, really. He wasn't even attacking in any kind of way. He was just asking questions.
Are they saying which part of it was offensive?
No, just the fact that he mentioned them seems to be like a trigger.
Oh, man.
And what happening is people that support you trying to support the transgender community, sometimes we can get so far to the left till you turn off people like moderates and different people that's trying to understand and trying to support the community, and you making people like, okay, now, y'all getting on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? We support all communities. Like we really do. We really do support the LGBT community. We do. And we show that by our work and our efforts and the things that we do and the things that we talk about. But, when the comedy comes, everybody got to be open up for fun and for jokes. You just can't be too sensitive.
Don't leave off the Q plus, LGBTQ plus.
Oh, okay. Now what is that?
You're going to have to look it up.
Okay, I'll find out.
Coming up next, y'all, we got Special K with the news you absolutely positively cannot use. And once y'all hit us up for them wake-up calls at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 13 before the top of the hour, y'all. It's about that time. Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. What up, K?
Good morning, Richard. Man, you know what? This is one of my favorite segments to do, and obviously one of the fan favorites, too, because I got literally thousands of requests to do questions nobody can answer. So, Super Dave, if you'll give me appropriate background music, I will jump right into it. And it is a Brain Tease Thursday. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Let's go.
Do Siamese twins pay for one ticket or two tickets when they go to a movie? Why do black people call ground beef hamburger meat? That is not the technical name for that. Why do some people keep hot sauce in the refrigerator? Does that not defeat the purpose?
Well, once you open it, you have to keep it in the refrigerator where it won't go bad, I think. Am I right?
I get why men named Patrick be nicknamed Pat and why men named Michael be nicknamed Mike. But why do men named Richard be nicknamed Dick?
Gary?
I'm still trying to find out.
Hi, hey, Rock, how about this one? If you told somebody be a leader, not a follower, and they follow your advice, wouldn't that, by definition, make them a follower, not a leader?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, that thing, that's deep, man.
Yeah. I'm going to say that one again. If you told somebody to be a leader, not a follower, and they followed your advice, wouldn't that make them a follower, not a leader?
Yeah.
All right. Do blind people dream?
Yeah, because that had nothing to do with they physical
But what you
eyesight.
saying, though, you got to see stuff in your dream, right?
It's an imagination.
Inner visions.
Visualization.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Why do we cook bacon but bake cookies?
That's a good one.
Why do we cook
bacon but bake cookies?
Right.
If you say you expect the unexpected, don't that make the unexpected expected?
Boy, I swear you on fire this morning.
Come on now.
You better let God use you this morning with this deep stuff.
Come on now.
Bro, you on one today.
Do prison buses have emergency exits?
Come on now.
Come on now.
Nope.
Come on now.
On that same vein, if you have a heart attack on the way to the electric chair, do they revive you just to put you in it?
In Texas.
Waste of a defibrillator, isn't it?
In Texas.
In Texas. Why is it called taking a dump when you actually leaving it?
Right.
Because you ain't taking it nowhere, I don't think.
Stop right there, dog.
Do flies look at us and call us walks?
Do what?
Do flies look at us and call us walks?
He killing them.
Hey, how about this one? By definition, doesn't tomorrow never get here?
Yeah.
Right.
Tomorrow don't never get here.
We'll never get it because it's always in tomorrow.
It's always the next day.
Damn.
When does it stop being partly cloudy and start being partly sunny?
Right.
And finally, if the Planters Company bought Captain D's, would they start selling Captain D's nuts?
If
the Planter Company...
If Captain what, Kate?
If the Planters Company bought Captain D's, would they start selling Captain D's nuts? Get out of here.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rick's Smiley Morning Show. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, rapper Too Short, honey, he's apologizing, Ricky. They need to play Anita Baker song for him. I apologize. He said that he's apologizing, y'all, after he made comments saying that he prefers mixed race women. He said, quote, I would like to apologize to anybody that's offended by my words. He said, I am from the Bay Area, and the whole racial thing to me has never been a factor in my circles. He said, I'm not really into the whole hatred of. He said, I hate you because you're light, or you're the best because you're dark. He said, I love my blackness. I love my family on my mother's side and my father's side. He said, we have every complexion, light, curly, dark. He said, we have everything, honey. But now during a recent live stream, Too Short said, mixed heritage women have always been my favorite. He said, I don't think that I've ever fallen in love with a woman that wasn't mixed. He said, I feel that way about life, too. He said, you can take two of the ugliest people, and he didn't use the word people, from different races, and he said they get together and make a baby, and that baby just be beautiful. This is what Too Short said. But he also told Sweetie during the interview, he said that how mixed women is his favorite, and he never fell in love with a woman, a full black woman. Unquote. They said, some people saying that he said all a full black woman could do and be for him is tires on a car. But nevertheless, honey, he's speaking out, and now he's apologizing, y'all. So is that a good thing to do? I mean, Ricky, Ricky Special K. Rocky, why are African American men like that?
Not all of them.
Well, I mean, why?
One guy.
Well, why do men of color always feel that way about a dark-skinned woman, and they got to have mixed women and stuff like that? What, is that from slavery?
No, I mean, Gary, for real, everybody just like what they like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could like what you like, but Ricky, should you put that out in the public, especially when you're a public figure, and that really offends people, make people feel, make women of darker hues feel bad? I mean, could you saying that a mixed woman is much better?
I don't think that was the smartest thing to say.
What'd you say, Eva?
I said, what I don't understand is, what is a full black woman? To be black is to be black. Like, it doesn't matter. Yep. And especially in these Americas, if you've noticed anything in the last 2 years, it doesn't matter what you've sprinkled with. When you're black, you're black. So if he likes women of fairer complexion or a certain type of a texture of hair, that's one thing. But to say a full black versus, I mean, black is black. Period.
But he is a rapper, so that kind of.
Oh, what that mean?
Don't do that, because Lamar Odom and LeVar Ball are both black men, different hues, but at the end of the day, they're black.
No,
One
but I'm saying a
lighter-
rapper. I mean, sometimes we just not as educated to know that full black
that's not
is
cool
still
either.
black.
Some
don't
of us
do that,
went to
Gary.
college, and some of us are very smart. Don't do that.
We just
Don't
say
do
what
that.
we feel then.
Don't do that.
But anyway, we just gonna keep him lifted up in prayer, y'all, and hopefully that he finds the beautiful woman that he's been searching for, and and she looks the way he wanted her to look. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, they're saying that their marriage may be coming to an end, y'all. Now, over the weekend, they're saying, y'all, that Will liked a video that portrayed Jada as a fake gold digger, honey, on TikTok, y'all. Now, they're saying in the video, Will and Jada are arguing, and Will explains that he loved Jada before her career even took off. Now, they're saying, but Will in the video says that now Jada is a fake, honey. Now, they're talking about this TikTok video. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but they say he called his wife a fake gold digger. And a lot of people are saying, y'all, is that marriage about to end now? They say Will is worth a mere $350 million.
Golly.
Yep, and they're saying Will has earned at least $40 million from his business ventures and has earned as much as $80 million in some years. They're saying, for example, between June 2019 and June 20, Will earned $45 million from his various endeavors, primarily film salaries, y'all. Can that man call his wife a gold digger? I mean, that's kind of deep, though, and stuff. Now that they going through...
fake gold digger.
Yeah, fake. I don't know.
She ain't messing with no broken.
Oh, she sure now. Well, there you go.
Ricky, say
Get down,
it,
girl.
Ricky.
Go ahead, get down.
Yeah, I guess so. She sure ain't, honey. Yeah. But Jada probably just saving up, honey. Just can't wait, honey, to leave him, honey, and go ahead on and swing and do whatever she needs to do.
Jada been cool
Whatever.
since Low Down Dirty Shame. Don't do that. They both have money. They're happy
She been
to be
cool
with
since
each other.
different world, child.
Right. And contrary to what you think, Gary, everyone doesn't date for someone else's finances. Some people are actually love each other and want to be together.
Really? Well, I guess that
Really?
story wouldn't have been out to him calling her a fake gold digger, then, honey, if he don't feel that's what she was.
They put that out because they like to do things for social media. Have you seen his social media pages? They have millions and millions of followers because he keep them intrigued.
Oh my! Well, we gonna see it, and I guess he kept us intrigued. I'm glad they let us know that they are quote unquote swingers, and they're doing all this wonderful stuff that they want to do. And she was with somebody, and he was with somebody. Sometimes it comes to a head. You're like, you know what? I'm tired now. You go your way, and I'll go mine.
I'm still trying to figure out what a fake gold digger is, because a gold digger is a gold digger.
Come on now.
What's a fake gold digger?
Come on now. That's deep.
Let that thing marinate
Kay,
on.
let that one, put that one down, Kay.
Yeah, I gotta add that to the list.
Yeah, so y'all just add that to it. But what we gonna do, we gonna keep them lifted up in prayer, y'all. That's what we gonna do. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is Indigo Child. On the high end, you say Indigo Child, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Blue. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T. All right, Rick Smiley Morning Show, 23 minutes after the hour. Time for your wake-up calls. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better.
Come on.
Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on, tell us just
wake up.
My name is Charles, a Charlie Boy of Country. I'm coming from Houston, Florida, to Wanda Durden, Austin Jackson, Alicia Jackson, and Russell Jackson. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Kia calling from Baltimore, Maryland. Want to wake up all my Baltimore family and friends. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. I want to wake up my boss man. I quit.
Hey, this is Lisa. I'm calling to wake up my son Jaden at Campbell University. Wake up, wake up.
I want to wake up my son BJ down there at Alcorn State University, and also to my brothers at Kappa Psi honorary band.
Hey!
KK!
Sorry!
Kansas City, wake up. In Columbus, wake up. Cincinnati, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. West Palm Beach, wake up. And Greenville, wake up. Come on, Jacksonville, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
KK, sorry. Shout out to Kappa Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and shout out to Tau Beta Sigma this morning as well. That's the band frat and the band sorority. Thank you, Brad, for the wake up call.
You welcome, Ricky.
Black Tony, what's up?
I'm still first grader right now.
You're not coming to work, bro. It's Thursday. Usually,
I try.
you usually get real close to coming to work on Thursdays.
I know, Shady, and I had left out. I've been trying to come to work for like the last hour, but Shady, I'm having a car problem this morning. Do you know somebody who can one of y'all bring me a car battery over here?
A car battery?
Yeah, I just need a car battery.
Do you have Uber or Lyft?
It's Shady. That's Shady. I'm trying to independent.
What about AAA?
Shady, ain't nobody got no good credit for all that. Look.
Yeah.
So what happened was, my car wouldn't start the money, so my uncle, he hooked up cause my battery dead on my Suzuki Samurai Sidekick. So look, he hooked up the battery to do some, he got to do some.
You got a Suzuki Samurai Sidekick?
Yeah, and he got to do some quarter. And so he was trying to booster jump my battery off, cause it was dead, right?
Yeah.
And then it cranked up. But then when he took the jumper booster cable off, it cut back off. So then he put the jumper booster cable back on there and it cranked back up. And then when I got in there, then it cut back off when he took the jumper booster cables off. So what we tried to do was
alternator.
That's what it sounds like.
See, it'll stay cranked up as long as you got the jumper booster cable on the other battery, right?
The battery dead.
Yeah, so what we tried to do is we tried to leave the jumper cable, booster cable hooked up on there and drive the one car next to the other car while it was hooked up so we could drive it up to AutoZone and get a new battery. But it's
and the hoods are up too.
But it's too much traffic out there. I ain't gonna make it.
I can't.
I ain't gonna make it.
Sugar don't go on grits. Sure as I'm John B. Key. If you need some sugar, go get you some cream of wheat. Hey, somebody go tell Kev on stage, Fred Hammond, you know better. What they wrote on the box was a trick because sugar just don't go. Sugar don't go. Hey, sugar don't go on my grits. Sugar don't go, don't you go. Sugar don't go, sugar don't go. Sugar don't go, sugar don't go on grits, no. Sugar don't go on them grits.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 6 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Lil Kim, baby. They said this girl had some time, honey, to clap back at 50 Cent, y'all, after he attempted to make her the butt of a joke to his millions of followers. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the 47-year-old rapper responded to 50 Cent, y'all, after he posted a meme about Lil Kim. Now, they're saying, y'all, the meme was a TikTok video of Kim dancing. And then there's another image of a leprechaun, y'all, from the 1993 comedy horror, Lil Leprechaun.
I saw that, Gary.
What?
In the caption he wrote, he said, I'm sorry, y'all, but it's early. He said, but I don't know why this mess is funny to me, y'all. And then, honey, he went on to say, y'all, they said the post, of course, y'all, attracted thousands of comments clowning Lil Kim. They say Lil Kim called the winner 50 Cent, honey, little chuckle session and went off, honey, calling him obsessed, honey. She said, you're so obsessed with me, it's getting creepy. She said, this ain't it, honey. No, not funny.
It was funny.
I was hoping to laugh, y'all. She said, but it's corny, boo. She said, honey, you falling off, honey. I'm too bad and too fly in this video. She said, you reaching now, but, honey, we all know why. Because you're obsessed, honey. She said, you're obsessed with me. She said, honey, and then she went on to say, honey, that she told him, she said, Curtis, get off of my cat. And that's not the word she used, honey. But then, honey, she said, you know, why do I feel like I'm in a lesbian quarrel, unquote. Why 50 Cent do that to that girl?
Okay, so Gary, did you see it?
Yes, honey, but
before the leprechaun, like, did you see it after the show last week?
No.
Okay, so last week when she did this on stage, a lot of people, it went viral, and a lot of people were laughing, trying to understand like what part of the dance that was. So I'm not surprised because we work with comedians. We know funny people. Somebody put this together, and it's funny. It's not to hurt her feelings. It's hilarious.
Well, her feelings are hurt, honey. Poor Lil Kim, honey. She's just trying to make a comeback, and 50 Cent out there doing all kind of mess with that girl.
Brett, you ain't right. You need to stop.
It ain't me. I didn't do nothing. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I didn't see it.
Huh?
What? You gotta see it, Brett. It's hilarious.
I just don't like when y'all talk about people I love.
Yeah. Oh, well, then you might have to get off.
You don't want to watch that video, then.
Yeah, Brad, you're gonna chuckle on this one.
Lord, just leave her alone.
It's just a little chuckle, that's all.
He was obviously offended, so y'all just leave her alone.
Well, wait till we talk about you, honey, and see how you feel.
I'll be ready to defend myself. I'm here. Please do.
Yes, you are.
I'm here for the smoke. I want it all. Come on, Gary.
Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go.
All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, do anybody watch Marriage Boot Camp Hip Hop Edition?
Yes.
Honey? Oh, you watch that? Well, baby, how do you say this guy name? Is it Nori or Nore?
Noriega.
Now we know Nori and our favorite, honey, Miss Moni Love, honey, they're on the show, and their spouses, honey, they face the music at Marriage Boot Camp. Well, they're saying that Dr. Ish Major and Judge Lynn Toler, y'all, which we love, she helped them confront lies, tears, and denials. But y'all, when they got dark secrets were exposed, y'all, they're saying, well, the relationships, honey, this is a sad thing. Now, Moni Love's husband, Little Tough, y'all, they're saying, honey, Tough is blaming Moni, y'all, for his career, y'all, stalling when she stopped helping him after catching him cheating, honey, on her with multiple women. And they're talking about that and stuff like that, and they said that's a tough one. They say, but the question is, why should she still help him?
Right.
Why should she help him with his damn career? She caught him cheating with other women. Now I'm gonna help you with your career, so you go take care of some other damn women. Is he crazy?
I know that has you upset, Gary. I know that has your panties in a bunch.
Yeah, because we love Moni.
We sure do. I'm like, that's
we real sensitive about Moni. That's like our sister, like for real.
Yes, for real.
Like
she's
personal friend, for real.
I watched it, Gary. I hated to see her cry. I was mad at him all over again. Like, she's so nice and sweet to everybody.
Yes, Lord. But this is why I tell y'all women, honey, if you meet that man in some blue jeans, honey, let him stay in them damn jeans, honey. Because when you give him some slacks, he gonna walk out your life in them.
And the shoes.
And the shoes, too. That's exactly, honey. So, no, man, honey, I'm not
gonna in them grocery store shoes. Buy a pair, get a spare.
Nah.
Put some Nike on his feet, he gone.
Gone, honey.
That's how us men is. Don't be nice to us.
That's how y'all are. No, ma'am, honey.
I'm telling you, man, because we start looking good, then another chick says at the mall, we got to get that number, Gary.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem.
It's the lion. It's the lion. It's the dog. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me.
Yeah, well, honey. Well, you gonna be dogging on your damn own, honey. Because you ain't finna get none of my doggone money and stuff, honey, for you to go sit there, honey, and set up shop with somebody else. Would y'all do that, even, Brett? Would y'all sit there and help y'all man out if he already cheated on you and you think I'm finna sit here and help you?
Well, answering your question is very difficult because you're just so biased, Gary.
Well,
my thing is to each its own. Sometimes infidelity happens in a relationship, and some people, Gary, can actually work through it and get over it. And in that case, when you take vows to be there for them, if it means help them out or whatever, you do what you got to do. We feel a personal way because we love Moni, but that's her husband. Period.
You have to be so nice and diplomatic. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors.
That's what I would do for my husband.
The color today, it's Indigo Child. On the high end, you say Indigo Child, and on the low end, say Block. That's why I'm by myself.
To the end, you go, child.
Gary, we're going to find you somebody.
Please, Lord.
I'm waiting for
Rick,
Jesus,
you better
honey.
go start searching.
Please,
wait for Jesus to come back.
Wait for Jesus. That's right, baby.
Huh?
Wait.
Yes.
That's right. You be patient. That's right. Mm-hmm. Don't sacrifice yourself for no one.
No one.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley, the morning show. We got a lot going on. Last week, there was a lot of misinformation circulating on social media, along with the accusations that the Biden administration was not going to honor its support of HBCUs by cutting the original $45 billion in funding down to $2 billion. These are big numbers. So we definitely got to get that right. So joining us this morning to clear it all up is President Biden's senior advisor and director of the White House Office of Public Engagement, Mr. Cedric Richmond, who is also an HBCU graduate himself from Morehouse College. Welcome back to the show. Cedric, man, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Man, it's always a pleasure to have you on. And we all know how important funding for our HBCUs and why people are upset after hearing that funding may have been cut. Please explain what happened and why there was such confusion around this.
Well, part of it is just pure information and people who feed on it. You know, those saying that good news travels fast. The truth is misinformation travels the fastest. But so here's where we are. The president, when he came out with his ambitious agenda, he gave a number of about $40 billion for higher education, half of which he wanted to dedicate to HBCUs over the next 10 years, so that they can enhance their facilities, like their science labs and all of those things. But in the meantime, we gave HBCUs $4.2 billion this year. So when you see HBCUs forgiving student loans and things like that, it's because we gave them that much money. The most HBCUs, they average getting about $1 billion a year historically. So for the last 30 or so years, they received somewhere between $800 and $1 billion a year. We gave them 4.2 this year, 1.6 of which was debt that they had that had nothing to do with COVID. The rest was to give them cash to survive COVID, and they're going to come out better than they went in. But that's not our point. Our point is we have to make a institutional transformational investment in HBCUs because we know the products that they produce. So the legislation got to Congress, slashed from $6 million to $3.5 million, and who knows what it's going to be. We're going to continue to fight for it. But Congress decided that they wanted to change one or two of the formulas. They reduced the amount from that $40 billion for all institutions down to single digits for all those institutions. So our bold, ambitious commitment was scaled back, but it's still a historic commitment. We're fighting right now in Congress to get that number moved back up. And so that's just where it is. But we would never cut what HBCUs are receiving. That just, that would be backwards on the values of this administration.
Let's stay right there for a second. This administration has given more money to HBCUs than any other administration, including that over $4 billion pandemic relief that you just mentioned. But explain why taking care of our HBCUs are so important to the Biden administration.
Because we know what it means. We know what, at an HBCU, you're not just a number. At an HBCU, they're taking students, some of which were at exceptional high school, taking AP classes, some of which are in underfunded public high schools that have all the potential in the world, but that have not had the push and exposure to great professors in the college environment. And they take those diamonds, they sharpen them up, and they take that coal, sharpen it up, and turn them into diamonds. We've always known the role, scope, and mission of HBCUs, but we see the product. Our EPA administrator is an HBCU grad. I'm an HBCU grad. The Vice President of the United States is an HBCU grad. So I will tell you the truth, and I usually don't say bad stuff about Morehouse, but when I was at Morehouse, the science lab at Morehouse was worse than the science lab at my high school. And those are the types of things that we want to fix. And we're also making those big tier 1 research institutions team up with HBCUs and minority service if they want to get grants from our administration, because we want to build that capacity in the HBCU. So we have a comprehensive approach to how we're going to create a robust HBCU community. And so we are excited about it. But, there are those that are out there that want to sow discord in the black community wherever they can. And this investment that we're making in HBCUs is the largest ever, and it's going to continue to be the largest ever. The only people we're competing against now is ourselves, and we plan to beat our last historic investment.
Wow.
Now, Mr. Richmond, speaking about that discord, how can we continue to stop the spread of misinformation? There's so much misinformation out there on social media sites. So how do we verify information like this when we see other things on social media?
Well, the White House has to get out there, but two, using our black press, NMPA, African-American outlets, African-American owned outlets, African-American shows to make sure that we are pushing out the true information. And those people who are going to believe the conspiracy theories are just going to do that. But, you know, I come on a lot to try to make sure that people are aware of what we're doing. Like, I'm sure that a lot of people don't know that the president himself banned chokeholds, karate codes, and limited the use of warrants in all federal agencies, law enforcement agencies, because Congress couldn't get to a deal on the George Floyd Act. And so there are just a number of things that we're doing. And the downside is that the president and the vice president they just keep their head down and keep working, and they work through the noise. But we have to get out here and let people know exactly what the administration is doing, because we are doing some great things, specifically with equity and breaking down systemic racism in mind.
Wow, man. Hey, listen, man, Cedric, thank you so much, man, for your time this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all, please help me give it up for Senior Advisor to President Joe Biden and the Director of the White House Office of Public Engagement, Cedric Richmond.
One time.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Unfiltered, unapologetic, it's just real talk. Rickey Smiley Unleashed.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. Hey, you know, sometimes, I'm sitting around just thinking and just having a conversation with myself and just living life and experiencing some of the things that I'm experiencing. And not experiencing nothing in particular right now. I just want to bless some people this morning, because there's a lot of good people out there with a good heart that often get taken advantage of. You know what I mean? And so people out here with a good heart or whatever, you don't want to get taken advantage of. And I want to just share something with you. God got some really, really big things for you, and he want to give them to you. You can change that one. You can give me something, but God got some really, really, really big things that he want to bless you with. But a lot of times, man, the reason why God don't give us some of the things we want is because your house is dirty, and he will not bless you with new furniture until your house is clean. And that's real talk. Even if God gave you every single thing that if he gave you the car that you wanted, if he gave you the house that you wanted, you wouldn't even be able to enjoy it, because you are surrounded by dirt that you need to clean and remove out of your life. And it's real talk. And I want to just bless somebody, because a good heart, you know what I'm saying, will get you taken advantage of and mistreated and get used. The Bible said, cast not your pearls unto swine. Why would you take your pearls and put it on a pig that wallow in mud? You understand? You man, he want to bless you, man. He will give you eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, all of the stuff that our pastor's been telling us for years and years and years. And I just remember, man, being in a toxic situation. And I'm on BET every single night. I'm on Comic View every single night, sitting there, man, and couldn't even enjoy it or whatever, because I was going through so much at the time and at the peak of my career in 2000 and in 2004. And right when you think that you at the peak of your career, because you can't even see beyond that, and then God, all of a sudden, then you remove all of this stuff out of your life and remove certain family members and get out of these bad relationships and all of these bad situations and toxic people and people that's against you. And when you get all that garbage out of your life, man, God just open up windows and start pouring you blessings. You can just feel the blessings. You can really enjoy the blessings. You can just lay back and just take it all in with a smile on your face, stress free. I've had people to try to steal money. I've had people to try to destroy my career after they wasn't getting what they wanted anymore. You know, I had people that was entitled, unappreciative, or whatever. And when those people were removed, man, God even opened up even more when I'm like, wow, I didn't even see all of this. When Pastor Kevin Bryan said, eyes have not seen and ears have not heard, that brings tears to my eyes. Because, man, right when you think you at your best, Brad, you ain't seen nothing yet. Nothing. You think you at the top because you got everything. Man, listen, man, God is so mysterious and so full of blessings, man, will blow your mind. But when he give it to you, man, he wants you to be happy. He wants you to enjoy it. And sometimes, man, he just hold it until you get through with all of this little mess out here that you're dealing with, and get these toxic family members out of your house or out of your life that will drain and suck everything that you worked so hard for. Stop giving to people that that's why I shut down the Rickey Smiley Foundation. I got tired of standing out there at the football field giving away backpacks and giving away stuff and giving away, trying to help the kids or whatever, and then get to arguing with 6 parents. Every time it was a bad experience, you walk away feeling bad because somebody got their mouth stuck out because they didn't get 6 backpacks, as opposed to we only can give you 3 and you got to sit. It was just a bad experience. But boy, when I started sending my money over to Kenya, when I started sending thousands of dollars over to Kenya, Africa, and them kids over there and feeding a whole school for a whole year, we got them water. Got my name on the not the tombstone, but the what's the thing they put on the front of the church with the deacon's name on, and the pastor, like my name engraved in that when they walk in the school building. Because we support this school, and these kids make these powerful videos, and the teachers from the motherland thanking you for every single thing, and then you standing up on stage working your butt off, man, to send that money over there with Pastor Walter Solomon over there in Kenya, Africa, and somebody that really, really appreciate it. And I found other ways to give here in the United States, but I just don't do it directly. I just do it and walk away from it, and I don't need validation. I don't need a thank you. I just do it. Whatever you do with it, that's between you and God. I don't need to, you don't have to be involved in your giving. You don't have to be involved personally in every single thing that you do. You could be discreet, because I got family members I give through a cousin that I trust or whatever, and then all of a sudden somebody don't know where the light bill money came from or whatever. Then you don't have to deal with that. Learn how to give. Sometimes you can give discreetly give, and they don't even know it came from you. Just want to bless somebody without the attachment. God got big things for you in your life. Keep being a great person, but learn how to do it the right way so you won't get mistreated, get abused, and get all of this garbage and trash out of your life. Because, man, God got some blessings for you that's unbelievable, and he knows your heart. He knows what you've been doing, and he want to give it to you. But even if he gave it to you, you would not be able to enjoy it. So our message for today, God ain't going to bless you with new furniture until your house is clean. And somebody that's got a good heart and that's been going out of their way for people and feel not appreciated and not respected and stuff. And I just hope that bless you today. All right? Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
What up, good brother? How are you, sir?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored this morning. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm so good. I just dropped my babies off at school, and they just make me happy, man. So I'm floating on a cloud of a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old kissing me and giving me dap as they go into their classroom.
Man, I know that's right.
Come on, Joe.
It's just that it's just daddy life, and daddy life is fantastic. So I'm great, man. But I do have 3 things. One, brother. So a whole lot of people on TikTok went nuts about what some luxury brands are doing, and I don't know if you heard that Coach has decided to stop destroying unwanted goods. Now, I don't know if you all know this, but there are a ton of luxury brands that as seasons change,
right,
or as they shift, they literally destroy product and throw it away.
Really?
And literally, so that they destroy, cut it up, damage it so that nobody can find it in the garbage and wear it. It literally is absurd when you think about how many people in the world don't have. And listen, as somebody that has a product, I understand the logic behind it, but I also understand how absurd it is. And so Coach has decided they're going to stop destroying this unsaleable product, is how they're describing it. And they wrote on Tuesday that they're going to cease destroying in-store returns and look to responsibly repurpose, recycle, and reuse excess or damaged products. Now, that doesn't say specifically what they're going to do, but I think this can potentially put a whole lot of luxury brands on notice. Now, listen, they're not going to homeless people or take it to homeless shelters, so I don't know what the answer is going to be.
Yeah, I was wondering, because I was like, if I go to the zoo and see a giraffe with a Coach purse, bro, I'm going to be like,
Man, listen, the second thing I really appreciated my frat brother, Cedric Richmond, former member of Congress, former head of the Congressional Black Caucus, coming on this morning to kind of set some things straight, specifically around HBCUs. But I got to push back on my frat brother a little bit, Rick. I just think that this White House, for all that they have done well, hasn't done a great job of reaching out and talking about it. And then act surprised when either there's misinformation or when people are critiquing them in a way that may not be fair. We all know what this last administration did, and for the horror that was Donald Trump knew how to spread his message, even if the message was a lie. And I just think this administration needs to be a hell of a lot more aggressive. They relied on black folks in a real way to get out to the polls on their behalf. And so this is not me critiquing what they're doing or not doing by way of policy and work. It's, listen, if you don't want misinformation, then lead the narrative. If you don't want people confused about what you're doing, be aggressive. You knew all the black radio stations when you campaigned. You knew all the digital black outlets when you were campaigning. You knew all the places to go and get black folks to say vote for Biden. And so, listen, don't pretend now that you coming after the fact talking about people are creating discord. No, you didn't get in front of the ball with the community, especially around the issue of HBCUs that was supposedly part of the campaign. So this is not me attacking Brother Richmond, because I actually love Brother Cedric Richmond, all he did in Louisiana and what he did for the Congressional Black Caucus. But if you're representing this administration, brother, you know the issues that you have to get out in front of. Right. And HBCUs is one of them. They should have been front line on this show, on other radio shows, talking about this before anybody could be confused about it. And if that would have happened, then they would have been able to say, not only one, did we deliver on one of our campaign promises, but we reached out and some support and some buy-in for what's happening around HBCUs, and that would have been an opportunity for them. So I'm just saying, hey, use the same people you did for the campaign for the work.
Right.
And you won't have problems around misinformation, especially in our community. Last but not least, I really just want to celebrate every single person out there who is, man, there are so many people right now that are restaurant owners who are struggling because they don't have enough staff. And to all of these restaurant owners that are doing their thing, despite the fact that they're struggling to get staff, I salute y'all. Man, please support your local restaurants, your local restaurant owners that are trying to do all they can, even as they're short-staffed. Not only do they help support our community, but in large part, we're going to need them no matter what the direction of this pandemic is. So celebrate. I don't care whether you got a luxury restaurant, food truck. I'm celebrating all of those restaurant owners and food providers that are out here trying to hold it down in the midst of supply chain issues, staffing issues, and struggling with sometimes just keeping the doors open. I see you. We support you. Y'all support your local restaurant owners. Those are three things I got, Rick. Y'all can hit me at Jeff's Nation and Men Thrive on all social media. And I will check y'all next week.
Hey, Jeff, we appreciate everything you do, brother.
Thank you, man.
There it is, y'all. Jeff Johnson, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 3 minutes after that, y'all. Ushers Confession, y'all. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Usher. Confession, bro. Don't you like that?
Man, I love that. That's JD's life story. Jermaine Dupri wrote that song.
What?
Yes, it was his life story. Yes.
Wow.
It went on in his life. It was crazy. And then he sang it for Usher and did a reference for it, and then Usher killed it, and it was something he was going through too.
How much money you think JD made off of that?
Oh man, he still getting money from that.
What?
Them royalty checks, all that stuff, that Mariah stuff, the Mary stuff, all the So Def stuff, that Usher. Yeah.
Don't forget Silk Times Leather, Jack.
Don't forget Silk Times Leather. Don't forget the TLC songs. Don't forget the Whitney Houston songs. Come on now.
Boy, that's the first person I opened for was Silk Times Leather.
Come on, man.
Hey.
If y'all don't know who that is, Google it.
Man, God.
That was JD's first artist, right? Them two?
Yep.
First
I
group.
would love to see them, man. It's just the woman in me.
They in Atlanta. We got to get them up here. That's cool.
There it is, y'all. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley the Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley the Morning Show on the line right now, man. Listen, man, we got 15-time Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, musician, producer, actress, New York Times best-selling author, and ranked the #1 female R&B artist of the millennium. Y'all, wow, that's a lot. Y'all, please give it up and show your love right now for Alicia Keys.
One time!
Hey, good morning.
Big vibes. How you feeling?
Man, I'm good. So happy to have you back. It's always a pleasure, to have you on the show. I'm so excited. And with all of those titles and accolades that you have received over the years, is there one that you are the most proud of?
The accolade I'm most proud of is being a real human being. That's the thing I'm most proud of. Like, you know me, y'all know me for years. The love is real. The vibe is real. That's who I am. And to me, after all of everything, that's the thing I'm most proud of.
Wow.
That's beautiful. Well, first and foremost, congratulations on your new single, La La, with rapper Sway.
Yeah.
That thing goes. Baby, now, Alicia, Mrs. Keys, if you like. You really brought elegance and a star-studded crowd to this video. Now, how did you and Sway come up with the concept?
Yes, the vibe is so good. When you see the video, you can't help but feel like this is the place that you want to be, and there is an elegance, there is a zone, and that's what the La La is all about, kind of getting lost in what makes you feel good and just getting lost around people that you love and that whole vibe. So, yes, Westwood was there, Snoop was there, Lena Waithe was there, Khalid was there, Lucky Day was there. It was definitely a huge, crazy zone. The next music that's coming that I'll be telling y'all about pretty soon is definitely about this kind of not holding back in any way, just putting your fresh on and coming outside and being amazing and not holding back. So that video, La La, was definitely all about that. And Sway was sick. We came up with the song actually in the Bahamas, which is a pretty good place to come up with anything, And and it was just easy and light, and we just both flowed. And there's actually a whole breakdown of how the song was written on my new series called Noted on YouTube. So J. Cole dropped through those sessions. Raphael Sadiq dropped through those sessions. There's definitely an amazing group of eclectic, fresh people.
Wow.
Nice.
Now, Alicia, you've had some pretty amazing collaborations over the years now. So if you had to pick one, which was your personal favorite? Just one.
Uh-oh, man. Yeah.
When you break it down, I haven't had that many collaborations, but I definitely have had some great ones. I mean, we got like the one I had with Usher. That was pretty fresh. I did one with Jack White for the 007 soundtrack. That was kind of crazy. Of course, we got Empire with Jay. That was out of this world.
Wow.
I guess I would pick Empire because, New York is my hometown, and that song is like such a staple for people's lives, like, and the meaning of it, which I think always means, this idea of like you having the ability to dream and see your dreams come true, and that idea of hope that feels so present in Empire is, I think, one of my favorites.
I like that one too. Concrete Jungles, as you put it in the song. I like that part.
Yeah.
Yes, Gary, you did.
Yes.
Hey.
Now, we like to have a lot of fun on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Alicia. So this is your opportunity to share one of your guilty pleasures. What's something that your fans may not know about Alicia Keys that you want to share?
Guilty pleasure, candy, cereal.
Like guilty. My guilty pleasure, 100,000,000% without question, is like really soft potato bread. That's my guilty pleasure.
Potato bread?
Like that's those small pieces of bread and that you get at the store, and it's called Hawaiian bread.
Oh yeah.
Monkey little ones.
Come on now.
No.
With the right butter.
Make some good sliders with that bread.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, exactly.
Come on now.
Y'all about to have church up in here.
Okay.
You know the Hawaiian bread, they got those they got the hot dog and hamburger buns now.
They do.
They do.
All right, talk about planning a world tour in a post-COVID society. How does it feel being able to get back out and do shows again on a global level?
Yo, it is so exciting. I mean, I miss everything. Don't we miss everything? Like,
yes,
I miss everything. I miss everybody. I miss the vibe that we're able to create. I miss performing and just being able to be in different cities and experience the different energy. I definitely can't wait to be back in that space. There's going to be a lot of great shows, some that are a lot more intimate, which I'm really looking forward to. And then obviously there's the really big shows that are happening at the summer as well. So I like that we're going to have a balance between, things that are a little bit more intimate and secret and some that are, super crazy and big. It's going to be nuts.
And we miss you being in the studio. I put the whole chair in the cleaners. I had the gold mic set up for you.
That's what I'm saying. Me too. I had to you pull out my throne because I need my throne when I come there.
Yeah, exactly. I always let you sit in my chair and I go sit somewhere else. And I had your gold mic. I put everything in the cleaners. Had everything Clorox down, ready to go.
There you go.
I know it. I felt it. I felt like it was super clean. I didn't know why they ain't let me come. I said, just let me come. I know he Cloroxed it. He's good.
Right. Man, we're so excited. Man, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And you're always welcome to come on. And so here's the new single featuring Sway Lee called La La. Y'all give it up and show your love for Alicia Keys.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 27 minutes after the hour. Got the front page right here. Is being brought to you by
McDonald's, baby. If you're an educator, do your best to uplift young minds, and McDonald's is giving you a free thank you meal for breakfast each morning from October the 11th through the 15th. It's McDonald's way to say thank you at participating McDonald's.
Right, okay. We know McDonald's sell breakfast, but what about McDowell's?
Oh.
Ricky, not right now.
We don't know if McDowell's sell breakfast. We know they
That's
sell.
something we really need to look up because nobody ever talked about do McDowell's sell breakfast.
Absolutely.
McDonald's sell breakfast. Now, McDonald's has the Big Mac. We know that.
Yes.
But McDowell's
got the Big Mick.
And what's the difference?
They both have all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a lid, sesame seed bun.
Uh-huh.
But the Big Mick don't have the sesame seeds.
Even good morning.
McDonald's got the
Ricky?
sesame seeds. McDowell's don't have the sesame seeds.
Good morning to all the McDonald's and the McDowell lovers out there. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. So, COVID-19 deaths and hospitalizations in the U.S. are expected to decline over the next 4 weeks. Meanwhile, new research findings were released about the mixing of COVID-19 booster shots. So a federal clinical trial found that people who got the Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccine might be better off getting a Pfizer or a Moderna booster instead of another Johnson & Johnson shot. The FDA is set to vote tomorrow on whether to allow a second booster dose of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Meanwhile, fallout from the pandemic has been the rising cost in food, furniture, and consumer products. Now, a lot of these goods are sitting in ships awaiting to enter the U.S. in the ports. Yesterday, President Biden announced a deal in which retailers, shipping companies, and ports will extend their hours to help with the backlogs. Now, in other news, Social Security recipients will see a 5.9% increase in benefits starting in 2022. The monthly increase, which averages out to about $92, will be the biggest cost of living increase in 39 years. And last but certainly not least, in some very big news, Ricky, the World Health Organization presented an award to the family of Henrietta Lacks, a Black woman whose cells were taken in 1951 without her consent and used for scientific research. Now, neither her nor her family have ever been compensated and are currently suing. The cells of Henrietta Lacks were reproduced billions, I said billions of times, and helped to pave the way for the HPV vaccine, medications for HIV and AIDS, and recently the development of the COVID-19 vaccines. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, go ahead and log on to the Rickey Smiley Morningshow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Y'all already know what time it is. It's time for Rock T NFL Picks of the Week, week number 6. That's right, I don't give you the over or the under. I'm just going to tell you who's going to win the damn game. I ain't got much time, so y'all got to keep up. Thursday Night Football kicks off tonight. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Pick Tom Brady to win that game in Tampa Bay. Miami over Jacksonville. Carolina over Minnesota. Green Bay beats Chicago. Cincinnati will go into Detroit and make Detroit 0-6. That's right. Pick the Bengals to win that game. Rams over the Giants. Kansas City beats Washington. The Las Vegas Raiders, they got too much distraction with that John Gruden situation, so the Broncos will beat the Raiders this week. Buffalo over Tennessee. That's going to be a good game right there, though. Seattle over Pittsburgh. Dallas goes into New England to beat the Patriots. The Battle of the Sorries game of the week. Houston and Indianapolis. Pick Indianapolis to win that game. The flip a coin game of the week, Rick. Arizona versus Cleveland. We don't know what version of Baker Mayfield we're going to get in this game. Kyler Murray may be MVP right about now. Pick Arizona to win this game right here.
Super Dave probably agree with that.
No, I don't.
Why?
He ain't even got no reason why. Hush your mouth. Game of the week. Los Angeles Chargers versus the Baltimore Ravens. Both teams are 4-1. Justin Herbert and Lamar Jackson. Turn your mic off, Super Dave. You once again has lost the Super title. Now your name is David. It's not Super, it's David. Baltimore will beat the Chargers this week.
Wake me up.
Okay. So what you say, Super Dave?
It's time for Hotspot.
Drop it like it's hot.
Wake me up, Brett. Wake me up.
Catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
So Super Dave, you said you fell asleep doing sports. What happened?
I did. I felt like Gary then. Rock T wasn't talking about anything.
He know he wasn't talking about nothing. He cut his own self off.
Oh, man.
Go ahead, Brad. We ain't worried about David.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot. Y'all crazy, where we give you music, movies, and more, so let's get off into it. Jay-Z is continuing to expand his ever-growing empire by making a nice, hefty business investment. According to reports, Jay-Z invested $19 million into FlowHub, a Denver-based software company. Specifically, FlowHub specializes in point-of-sale systems for marijuana dispensaries, essentially helping the businesses process payments and transactions. Now, in the wake of Jay-Z's FlowHub founder and CEO Kyle Sherman remarked, "When Jay says I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman." It's true. He's got incredible business acumen. He really knows how to surround himself with brilliant people and build great companies. Well, congratulations to you, Jay-Z. I love seeing the investments, the big ones like that. You know, people probably thought he wasn't going to be nothing but a rapper. He proved everybody wrong, and I love it. All right, y'all. The wait for season 11 reunion Bravo's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is almost over, and the teaser shows that the drama does not disappoint. Viewers saw Garcelle Bouvier and Dorit Kemsley face off this season, as Dorit Kemsley thought Garcelle Bouvier was taking jabs at her. And then at one point in the season, during a party at Lisa Rinna's house, Dorit Kemsley Garcelle was a bully, and things escalate even further in the teaser for part 1 of the reunion. So this is going to be real good, because this girl is going to confront Garcelle, and Lord, let's see what's going to happen. Gary, what you think?
She don't want none of Garcelle.
That's what I'm thinking.
And Garcelle is not a bully. Garcelle speaks up for herself, and they not used to a black woman doing that in Beverly Hills, so it's very different today.
Well, honey, Mr. Rich said you don't say much when we're together or to someone's face, and then you'll say it in the confessionals. Then Garcelle said, first, I say too much, and then I don't say enough. Like I can't win with you. She said, you go call me inauthentic and call me a bully, which you apologize for. So we're going to put that to the side, and we're going to really put it to the side. So, I can't wait to see what's going to happen on this. We're going to wrap up the hotspot on that note, but coming up next, we got the praise mixed down. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. Yes.
See.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, shit. Oh, Lord, my stomach hurt. Man, he did right there. He got my teeth down, boy. I said, Brett, see y'all, boy. Ow.
Oh,
shit, that shit was so bad, right?
Hey, Dad.